Hello, making this video as a reminder to us if we decide to hermit it again. We're about to break free back into society for 12 years. We may well put our tail between our legs and run back, but probably not here, and this is why. It's what we've learnt from the last 12 years of being pretty much hermits. There you can see a polytunnel, and obviously I've got a mobile phone. But this is the 21st century. So, we're thinking of putting some of this land, or all of this land, up for sale in the near future. Some of it already is. We've got a barn which has got an acre attached to it, which is already on the market for the right people. If you are not ecologically minded, forget it. And anybody interested, we're going to need to spend a bit of time together to make sure that the land likes you, and you're going to look after her as we started to. When I bought her 12 years ago, she was very overfarmed, and so was I. And so it's been a healing process for both of us. We've worked together with the Devon Wildlife Trust, planted over 250 trees, some in that corner and dotted all over the place. And we have created wildflower meadows, which obviously you can't see now because it's winter, but some beautiful wildflowers. We are wild foodies. I have always been from about the age of 12, so there's lots of wild foods that we've introduced. There's some beautiful, you can see them there, pine nut trees and juniper and mulberries, and wild service tree, 2 of them. One of them's gone, but I've still got one left around this corner. So this is also a reminder for us of all the things you need to think about if you're gonna be pretty much a hermit. Trampolines, essential. Optional extra. So all the stuff you see here we got from recycle yards. Came here with no money and have continued to have no money, but very little money. So back to practical points. An article that I read also in a permaculture magazine, and I completely agree with, it's very essential, is keep all your stuff together, close proximity. So if you're cooking outside, keep the firewood close. Here is a very small pile now. That was a very large pile of dry wood. It's compost loo, dry wood. And over here, near the fire pit area, that is the fire pit area, which I cover up, always cover up, is the wet wood. Now that may look close, and it probably is, but so far so good. After 12 years, it's been fine. We just leave a bit of vegetation, and I'm not recommending that you keep wood so close, but I am recommending that plant some willows first thing, because willow is so good for starting a fire, and then you can move on to ash and oak and other woods, but willow is so great, it's so good. And having a little pile of kindlings also good, close by, under cover. So the other good point is having a windbreak. It's not just a windbreak. Ever wondered why smoke follows certain people around a fire? Well, it's not just because it knows. It's also because when you put up something straight up near a fire, it draws the smoke to it. That's such an important point. After many years of sitting around fires, it's finally got my lungs, and I can't spend long round fires anymore. I wish I'd learnt this one some time back. I really wish I'd listened to a friend of mine who now passed away, but he always swore that his lungs collapsed due to fire smoke. He lived in the woods around a fire and cooked as we have. So really important, try and cut down smoke, and having something that will draw the smoke upright and also a windbreak is handy. Very good idea. The old lungs. A little stone seat by the fire, very handy as well. And so yeah, I can't say enough, it's so important to have your water source, your tools, and your growing area close together. We haven't. So we've got 2 water sources, always a good idea. We've got a beautiful well, and then we've got this sand filter, which is not plumbed in at the moment. But well worth checking out sand filters. If you've got a roof to collect water from, it goes into there, down a copper tube into the sand filter, down another copper tube into the mother tank, which could have been dug deeper into the soil. But being Winnie the Poohs and having little money and contact with people, had to do everything by hand. Well, I chose to do everything by hand. Yeah, that definitely could have been deeper. It saves a lot of carry on trying to keep it clean every 3 or 4 years. He used oregano oil, and it kept going for 2 or 3 years, and then it started to muscle test badly and then started to smell. Muscle testing is so good to learn for so many reasons, so many things. And yeah, so our water source was some distance. It's amazing how much energy you use just walking around, so keeping everything close together is so good. Such a good move, because you will need to conserve energy. And there's the barn for sale, 3-bedroom. It's only got 2 years left on it, guys, and it's a ridiculous amount of money, I know. It has been priced at 300,000. It comes with an acre of land, which is here. But so to the right people, it would be a little cheaper, but can't be silly because I haven't got a pension. So there you go. Yeah, we've got loads of trees here, loads of fruit trees, loads of native trees. Yeah, which all around the edges. Windbreaks down there. Lovely fruit trees down there. The other thing is, so I've known, probably the most important, for some of us it's the most important, hermits who have lived in Wales, Scotland, have a very different experience to being an urban hermit. And what do I mean by that? The village is a mile away, and it's very urbanized around here. It feels urbanized, and when you're in the depths of Wales or Scotland or somewhere really deep in nature, it's such a different experience. You know, the land speaks to you, the spirits, nature spirits speak to you. You're aware so much more going on, so much more life around you, and it cuts down the mindful training of boredom and so much more. Of course, when you feel bored, it's usually a sign of disconnection. That's what I learned anyway. For me, when I've been bored, it's time to tune back in. And it's so much easier when you are living in wild nature. This field, she hardly spoke to us. She wasn't very well when we first came across her. And the only thing she wanted was trees and people. Well, the people never came. We've done a lot of work with the trees, and she's feeling so much better. It's been an amazing transformative process for this land, recovering and healing. And people come here and they camp in the summers. Heads up, guys. And so many people get benefits just from being here. People get a lot. It's amazing how the people that have been attracted here and have really felt nourished by this space. So that's another option. Yeah, we have a little Vardo around the corner here, which I'm not going to show you now, but you can see it in other videos, which has been our living space. There's probably a few other points which I'll think of and make another video to cover practical points. Till then, blessed be.